want to introduce someone very special to you, Miss Olivia Babas. She has served on our executive board of the Democratic Women's Club for some time. She was born with a physical disability and has worked toward building a more equitable society for most of her life. She attended George Washington University in Washington, D.C., where she studied history and political science and finished her Bachelor of Arts degree at the University of Memphis, where she graduated cum laude. She is currently enrolled in the City University of New York's online Master of Arts and Disability Studies program. Olivia works at the Suncoast Center for Independent Living as a peer mentor, where she assists others with disabilities to achieve independence. She was also recently appointed to the Citizens with Disabilities Advisory Board for the City of Sarasota. Previously, she was a community organizer for the Florida Consumer Action Network. She has been working for disability rights, healthcare expansion, wage issues, and mass transit. She's also worked on a number of campaigns, including the Recall Walker campaign in Wisconsin. She is currently running for office here in Florida. She is our Democratic candidate for Florida Senate District 23, and we are ever so proud of Olivia. Please welcome her to the stage.
Good morning. I think it's still morning, right? So I was actually at the rally last year speaking on disability rights, never expecting in a million years that I would be here as a candidate running for the Florida legislature. I have been asked frequently since I announced my candidacy why I am running for office. And it is really hard to pinpoint one specific reason. Florida is 46th in the nation when it comes to accessibility. We're 49th when it comes to affordable housing. We have one of the most dangerous interstates in North America, not in the United States, in the continent of North America. So it's really hard to say one specific issue or one specific moment that made me decide to run for office. But I can tell you what cemented my decision and what made me decide that this was the right thing, what I needed to do. As was mentioned, I work at a Center for Independent Living, where I work with other adults with disabilities across the spectrum, so we see all kinds of people. And there happens to be a large homeless population in the area where I work. And one day, a roofer came in to our office, and we just assumed as staff that he was coming in to just solicit business, and he was asking us if we had any leaks. And we didn't think much of this, but the next question he asked is if we noticed people climbing up on the roof. And of course, we kind of paused at this question, and we found out that in one of the businesses located in our plaza, 20 people had been living on the roof, and they had built quite a nice home for themselves up there. They had managed to get mattresses up there, a couch, and a full-size refrigerator up on the roof. And no one had noticed that they were up there. The only reason anybody knew is because the business that they had made their home above had developed leaks in the roof. And we were astonished by this. We gave them credit for their ingenuity and creativity and really wanted to know how they got the refrigerator on the roof. We kind of wanted to hunt them down after this and have them give a demonstration. But the tragedy in this is that there were 20 people that felt they had no option but to live on the roof of this building. A week later, I was at a Tiger Bay luncheon, and there was a legislative panel there, and the person that I am seeking to replace and my opponent were on this panel, and they were asked about the Sandowski Affordable Housing Trust Fund in Florida. This trust fund has been rated every year for the past 11 years for other purposes than what it is serving. And they were asked about this and why they haven't done anything about that. And the response was, well, that's just part of the budget. The Speaker of the House decides that. We just get a yes or no vote, and that's it. And I was thinking to myself, isn't that your job to do something about this? You are supposed to represent the people of this district. And I would love for them to have to go and explain to the people living on that roof, or the people that I work with that are on 8-year housing wait lists, why they weren't up in Tallahassee doing their job. And if they're not going to do their job, then I am happy to do that. Their job, and my job that I am seeking to do, is to represent the people of my district. And that is all of them, not just the ones that can donate to my campaign, that can give me $1,000 contributions, but everybody in that district. And that includes the people living up on that roof. They deserve representation just as much as everybody else. And I think that's something that we have lost sight of, that our government has lost sight of, that they represent everybody. So that is why I am running for office, and I hope I can count on your support. Because everybody deserves recognition. Everybody deserves a voice. Everybody counts, and we need to remember that when we are going to vote in November. Thank you. Our government is supposed to represent the people. But if we look at our government, it looks nothing like the diversity of our population. 20% of our population has a disability, but our government doesn't look like that. We are all colors, but our government doesn't look like that. We are what democracy looks like, but our government doesn't look like that. But come November, that is what democracy will look like. Thank you.